Comedy 1031, it's Rosa, I'm back. This show is called Stand Up Shenanigans.
All right, I enjoy shenanigans.
Yes, with Brad Williams. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. It's nice to meet you, Rosa. The last time I was here, they had a different host.
Yes.
I assume she just has a massive drug problem, and they had to kick her out, and then now they brought you in. So wonderful. I hope the stress is.
What happened in the last interview?
We don't like to talk about her. Yeah.
I like her. She's great.
A lot of bad stuff happened with her. Like a lot. No.
Like,
she's wonderful.
Came in to
She's
stir
great.
the pot.
She's fantastic. I'm insinuating bad things. Anyway, nice to be here.
Nice to meet you. What's up? We were just talking about how you don't have morals.
I have too many morals. What are you talking about?
You have too many morals that you can't cheat on your wife and you feel bad.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something you could develop.
No, I don't want to.
You gotta try it to see if you could do it.
I have friends that do it all the time, and I'm just like, maybe it's because my wife is a 4th Dan black belt in Taekwondo. Maybe that's what stops me from doing that kind of stuff, because the fear of of death. No, it's just I just don't possess that.
I couldn't either, and when I see people do it, I'm like, I'll just be like, you know what, sometimes it's so bad to me, I'm just like, good for you, like, you're just built different than I am. Like, you're just built different. I'm not built that way.
It's like the people that just, like, they just don't have that one thing in their head that stops them from doing horrible things. And it's
like what you said, I'm like, wow, your life seems fun. I can't have fun that way.
I just can't do it. Well, it's why I love gangster movies. It's because it's like, that seems like a lot of fun to sell drugs, be a multi-millionaire, and, like, kill your enemies, but I just can't do that.
Like, it seems fun if somebody pisses me off at a restaurant to just pop them and keep eating my steak.
Right?
But I can't
American
live that.
Gangster. I know exactly the movie you wrote.
But I can't do that because I'm just gonna have to sit there and be annoyed and eat my steak because I can't say nothing.
Exactly. But no, it's great to be here in Denver. I got the shows at the Downtown Comedy Works this weekend.
Thursday through Saturday.
Yeah, this is my last weekend of shows before I go on paternity leave. My daughter's coming in a month, so it's our first kid, and so I'm taking 3 months off when she gets here. So
taking maternity leave. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I mean, I understand if sometimes you can't do it for whatever financial reasons, and it's not even financial reasons with me. It's just because my wife demands it. She's like, "You're taking 3 months off." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Do you have any other kids?
No.
Oh, so you're probably gonna take. I guarantee you, after 3 months, you're gonna want to stay.
Yeah. Well, I hear all these and we're having my daughter is going to be a little person and my wife is Chinese, so we're having an Asian dwarf baby, and like, how do you leave Asian dwarf baby? Like, Baby Yoda has nothing on Asian dwarf baby. Like, how cute is that kid gonna be? The Asian dwarf female. She's not even born yet. She's already gotten into 12 colleges.
How do you raise her? What do you tell her? Like,
you don't have to raise her. She's not gonna be able to walk for like 3 years, dwarf. So she stays in the same spot. It's gonna be great. She's not gonna outgrow her clothes. We're gonna save a bunch of money. It's good. It's gonna be amazing.
Wow. How did you get comfortable enough with telling dwarf jokes? Is that I could say dwarf? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Dwarf, little person. Those are the kind of acceptable terms. You're just not supposed to say midget. I don't mind the word midget. For me, it's all about context. For me, midget actually sounds like the nicest one. It's like it sounds fancy. Like, it almost sounds French. Like, my friend is a midget. Like, I'm exquisite. But yeah, how did I get comfortable? It was sort of like I had to. My dad, who is not a little person. We don't all come from the same tribe. You don't drive down the street and be like, which house do the dwarves live in? Oh, it's the mushroom with the door in it. Like, that's not how it works. So my dad taught me that people are going to be kind of uncomfortable when they meet me for the first time, and I can really set them at ease if I make an immediate dwarf joke to let them know, hey, I'm cool with this. Because sometimes I haven't done it just for, just
experimental reasons.
And like, then I'll be at a dinner and I won't mention it. I won't mention the fact that I'm comfortable with it, and all of a sudden someone will order like strawberry shortcake and be like, "Oh my god, does that offend you?" And especially now that we're in like this super woke culture, like, no one wants to say anything bad about anybody, so it's like, oh, me and my wife are having small problems. Oh crap! Like they're just they're just overly sensitive, and to me it's very funny when stuff like that happens.
What was like the turning point when you were on stage? Because I remember when you first started early in your career, you were like, people didn't know if they should laugh or not.
Yeah.
And then how did you get people to be like, okay, you could, like me, I never heard jokes like this, but I'm dead. And I'm like, I just thought because you just made it comfortable from the beginning, I guess.
Yeah. I guess the turning point was just when I got. This sounds weird, but just when I got good. I slowly got good and was able to make jokes that made people comfortable and not jokes that made people feel sorry for me and feel like, oh my god. And now I think people know that I have a little bit of success in my career. Thank you. So they know that, oh, this story has a happy ending. Like, he's married, he's got a kid on the way,
right.
He's headlining, like, life is good. Like, when I was opening up, they knew that, like, oh, the opening act probably isn't doing too well. So they like were more scared and
now they're like
sorry.
they can't laugh negatively.
Yeah.
And they came to see you.
Yeah, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot of fun.
So you've had the Fun Size tour.
Yep.
And you've had the Daddy Issues tour.
Yep.
But one of my favorite thing about the Fun Size was the shuffle walk.
Oh yeah.
The shuffle walk.
That's a GIF on the internet now. Like, it's a popular GIF. Because I talk about how I'm not constantly thinking about the fact that I'm a dwarf. I forget that I'm a dwarf because I don't walk around all day like I'm a midget, and I walk across the stage.
And then he said if you had DVR, you would rewind it and then you'd walk backwards.
Like, just like that. And now that's become a GIF where, like, I've seen other people use it, like, going to Black Friday shopping, like, I'm a midget. Like, it's just... It's really funny, and it's really kind of cool to be in the lexicon that way.
I want to talk about one of my favorites. Actually, my all-time favorite was the We Problem. That skit where you talked about how you got asked to do a golf tournament.
Oh, yeah. This is not happening. Yeah, that was... I got asked to do a celebrity golf tournament. I'm not a celebrity. I don't know why they asked me. And this was like 10 years ago, so I really wasn't a celebrity back then. And then when I showed up to do the celebrity golf tournament, I went and the golf cart had the name tags of all the celebrities. So you had, like, I think it was like Bill Engvall and like Dustin Diamond, Screech was there. So you know, like, they weren't really doing well for celebrities, but they got to I couldn't find my cart, and I go, where's my cart? And they go, oh, I know where your cart is, and they walk me over, and the name tag on my golf cart says Wee Man, and I'm just like, well, and
I just own it.
I was mad, but then the group that I was paired with was so happy because they saw the other celebrities and how, like, kind of lame they were. And then they were like, we got Wee Man! We got the best celebrity! And I'm like, oh, if only you knew you had the worst celebrity. But, like, I didn't want them to feel bad, so I faked it. And I was just like, I'm just gonna be Wee Man today.
What's one of the because you, or people think that you're Wee Man. What's one of the craziest stories where somebody's like, no, you are Wee Man? Like,
oh my god. I mean, that one's probably the craziest.
And they're like, do something crazy, you're Wee Man.
Oh, all the time. I get that, like, that's the thing, is it's a little better now that with the Game of Thrones stuff that people think I'm Dinklage, because he's at least like a respected actor.
Yeah, he's
But
legit.
then when people think you're Wee Man, they just go like, oh, I've got to kick you in the balls and I've got to toss you into a shopping cart. Like, that's my moment with you. And I'm like, no, I'm not a fan of that.
Right.
There's this dwarf wrestler. I'm actually friends with him. His name, because we all know each other. Come on. His name is Hornswoggle. You said when you meet
one, you're like, we have to fight.
Yeah, there was one last night at the show. And I just looked at him like I
They're
guess,
gonna leave you one.
Yeah, we're like freaking Highlanders, and I'm like, we got to fight now. Like, I don't know, I don't get it. Like, there's this thing where it's like, when I see another dwarf in the room, it's like, great, now I'm not the most popular person. Someone else has my hook. The guy last night was great. But yeah, that happens all the time where people think I'm either Wee Man from Jackass, Peter Dinklage, or the wrestler Hornswoggle. Which it's just kind of weird, but now I'm starting to hear that, because I'm friends with Wee Man too. Like I said, we all know each other. Now I'm starting to hear that people are coming up to him and being like, "Hey, Brad, love your comedy stuff," and I'm like, "How does it feel, bitch?"
Yeah.
So good. Now you get it.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me very happy when I hear stuff like that.
So what made you start the podcast about last night?
I started the podcast just because, and I started with my buddy Adam Ray, who's a great comic who I met in college. We both went to USC together, and we were both doing comedy. Started the podcast just because I wanted something to do. I wanted an excuse to hang out with comedians and celebrities and people like that and talk to them and have it kind of be a job, but funny, and fun. We just did our 500th episode. Unfortunately, and depending on your point of view, I am leaving the podcast because of my daughter being born. I want to have more time to be a dad and be at home. But we did 500 episodes. It's called About Last Night. There's great comedians. insane celebrities that we had no business talking to, whether it be Melissa McCarthy, Sandra Bullock, Bob Saget, Jaleel White. We, like, our last episode is Dana Carvey, Adam Devine, like Chris D'Elia. Like, it just goes on and on and on and on. Susan Sarandon. I'm forgetting a damn Oscar winner. But if people want more, Adam and I are doing a cruise.
I was gonna say the cruise. Yes.
Yeah. Did your Halloween suck? It probably did. So this time for your Halloween, go to the Brad and Adam Ray Halloween Spooktacular at Sea, October 30th through November 2nd, Long Beach to Mexico. We're having comedy shows. We're having podcasts. We're having karaoke nights. We're having meet and greets. We're having costume contests. You're not gonna beat me. You can't beat a dwarf in a costume contest. It's impossible. Baby Yoda all day.
I love that meme.
It's gonna be fantastic. So go to my website, bradwilliamscomedy.com, or go to travelbyparker.com, and you can get those tickets and drink on a cruise and eat all the food and see all the comedy shows, do meet and greets. It's gonna be a great time.
Last thing, what could people expect at your stand-up show?
If you have ADD, I'm the perfect comedian to see because I have ADD. So if you don't like a joke that I'm telling, like, wait 20 seconds. There's gonna be another one. Like, and I'm constantly jumping around. I'm very high energy. I don't like. You can tell I'm high energy. I've had like half a cup of tea, and I'm like, I can clean your ceilings. So it's a high energy. Don't come if you've ever written a strongly worded Yelp review. If you like to comment on YouTube videos, don't come to my show. Don't come to my show. Because I don't.
If you like to comment, that's gonna be my thing.
I don't want you at my show because you're a very cynical person. You can't just enjoy something or say like I don't get the ego involved. Like, if I listen to a song and it's not a song I like, I just go, okay, I don't like that song. I'm not going to listen to that song.
I always say that, but to go and be like, let me bash this artist.
Let me make sure no one listens to this song ever. It's like, no. People like different things.
It's the funniest thing I've ever
heard. If people like K-pop, listen to K-pop. If you like Billie Eilish, listen to Billie Eilish. Listen to whoever makes you happy. If you like, Van Halen, I say that because of Billie Eilish and that was trending this week. Listen to whatever makes you happy. Avoid what makes you not happy. We live in a wonderful time where there's a plethora of choices. You can have whatever you want. So if you like my comedy, come see me. If you don't, that's okay.
I'm going to use that for the rest of my life. If you comment on YouTube, don't come to my fucking house party. Don't come to my house party. Don't listen to my show. Like,
I don't want to know you. I don't want to know the person that's like, they have to hear what I have to think. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. That's funny. Shut up. So yeah, that's what people can expect from my show. So come out and have fun unless you're a YouTube commenter, in which case, don't.
Comedy Works, Denver, 3 nights, Thursday, Friday. No, 4. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Not Sunday because... Or
not Sunday, that's right.
Because Broncos. And... this town shuts down even when the Broncos aren't that good.
They still show up.
And I'm a Broncos fan, so I'm not criticizing you from the outside. Peep the colors. No joke. No joke. What I'm about to say is 100% true. I'm naming my daughter Elway. That is absolutely real. Her name's going to be Elway. You can call her Elle. You can call her Ellie. That's how big of a Broncos fan.
You can even call her John.
And I hope she has the tenacity of Elway. I hope she doesn't have the teeth. But that's what I'm doing. And my only plea for John Elway is, please do not make me regret this in 3 years, because I know there's some people that name their kids after the celebrities, and then celebrities do something like, there's some guy out
like,
there.
Don't be a Tiger Woods or anything.
Yeah. Some guy's like, this is my son. I named him after my favorite comedian. Say hello, Cosby. Like that's out there, and I don't want that to happen. So please, John, do not mess up. I don't want this to happen. So, we'll just have to call her by her middle name if that ever goes down.
That's the funniest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up, John.
Don't mess it up, man. Don't mess it up for me.
Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. We'll have the link to the descriptions, and appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do this thing.